Meowdy, Octarine Cat here. Today, let's talk about being frustrated with your art and how to work despite that. Let me share you my story with you and how I got myself back up. Some people are sensitive, that's exactly me. So every small, non-planned situation can destroy my whole day. When I was sketching this page, I had so much fun. Unfortunately, when I started recording it, so many annoying things started to happen. I lost more than a half recording process. Colors on this piece went not as I wanted. I did a few badly looking blobs later. But does this mean that this piece is awfully bad? Not really, but I realized that only after taking a long break it changed my perspective. To help, I started reminding myself about positive aspects of this project. That's my first Merphael painted with gouache ever. Like I mentioned, I had so much fun with character, fancy tail, all that silly water creatures that are scattered all over page. I asked myself, would you say to someone, throw it away, or rather, keep that, try working more on that, don't be so hard on yourself. It doesn't need to be perfect. It wasn't easy to tell these things confidently to myself. It was rather a quiet little voice, somewhere between one brain cell and another. It's not easy to not get frustrated when you are creating art. You won't see how many times I dropped a paint tube. YouTube is delivering only the best shots. Failure is not welcome. It's changing our minds so much. I mentioned finding positive aspects in an unpleasant situation. I cannot stress enough how important it is to take breaks. Walking away saved a lot of my pieces. When I was coming back, I somehow found answers on how to work further with my art. I have more tips for you. Try to focus not on a perfect outcome, but on the process of making. Analyze your piece and find what you can do better next time. Simply put, learn from your mistakes. If you weren't satisfied with hair, find photos of it and study them. The same thing with hands, faces, backgrounds, name your enemy. For me, it was hands and faces. I bought a book titled Merphael Simplified Forms by Michael Lauricella. This clicked for me. I studied his forms. Then my own hands and random photos from the internet. Faces are still things that I have problems with, but I think they are better than before, which is a success. If you want, I can make a video about how I am learning art. Books, painters, YouTubers. References is important and needs to be mentioned more. Using references is fine. You need them to create a baseline in your head. Leonardo da Vinci was using real bodies for references. Alphonse Mucha was taking photos and using them as a reference too. All artists use references. If they don't, it means that they already have a huge baseline in their heads, which means they are very experienced. I noticed that a lot of young artists are getting frustrated with their art. When I ask them what references they used, there is silence. Imagine all that badly drawn animals in Middle Ages. The king ordered a painting of a cat. But the painter never saw a cat, or have not studied cat's anatomy with references. And this is the result. I think that the most important thing is enjoying the process, having fun, trying new things. Experience will come with time. You know what? Making this video actually made me less frustrated about my art. That's silly, but still good. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button. If you want to stay for longer, click the subscribe one too. This piece is not finished yet, so check on the channel next Friday for part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!